deserved a title before retiring, and I'm glad they all
to
got it.
to be honest, the only person I'm happy for in that era, incredibly, that I feel like deserved it was Dirk Nowitzki.
Bro, he still doesn't get enough flowers, I think.
Yeah.
Dude,
No,
how are
see,
you going to be 7 foot tall, one of the best pure shooters, one of the greatest free throw shooters to ever live, but because you played in Dallas, your career is just
yeah, but he got one though. Like,
yeah. They what? Oh nine
no, I
or
think that
something like that.
was 2011, 2012.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
like
Google it.
I remember they got one, and they had been fighting to get one for a while too. Like
And that
Dirk
was
was leading
it,
that
it might
team.
have been 2009 because that was they swept the Lakers.
That's right.
They swept the Lakers. And they had a three-peat. I don't remember when their three-peat was that. 08, 07, 08.
Who the Lakers?
Yeah, their second back to back, not the three-peat,
Um,
but the back to back
they're
with
back to
Kobe
back. I
and
think it was 07, 08. Yeah, because Kobe
okay,
was
so it was
on
2009.
Yeah, Kobe was on the 2K cover in 08, and that was after the first one.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That right there, that moment right there is when I probably checked out of basketball. Oh
You're
no,
like,
it was 2011.
it was 11. Yeah, because I think 09 was
Yeah,
oh, who the fuck was 09? Was it wasn't Cleveland? Was it
Miami maybe.
yeah, was that the first year of LeBron in Miami?
Oh, let's Google it. Who won? This will be a great time to have KB on.
Oh,
Also, big shout out to our boy Fez. He is sick, ill with the flu.
he
2009 was the Lakers.
2009 was the Lakers. That means it was 08, 09 that they won the back to back.
No, 9-10.
Oh, it was 9-10? Okay. Oh, yeah,
Boston
because
was 08.
08 was Celtics, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a
Okay.
minute, y'all. It's been a minute.
Yeah. Years at this point.
It's been almost 20 fucking years.
Yeah, no, it's most definitely been years. But man,
So
that
I didn't.
that's it for me. Like Dirk got it. Okay, cool. Then that's when the super teams and stuff came through. That's when I got fed up with
Uh,
basketball.
super teams, I feel like, really weren't a thing until like 2014, 15. Because, like, yeah, you had the big three in Boston, and then you had the big three in Miami. But the era of super teams didn't really start until Golden State started taking off. And then every team started trying to model after that. The Lakers, the Nets. The Nets, that was a bad stretch. They pulled everybody they could and had bad season after bad season.
That's crazy. How you have a how you that bad with a super
How you
team?
that bad with Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant? Who the fuck else? I think they had old ass Kevin Garnett too.
Ah, they had KG.
Yeah, there was a weird part where like the Nets had like the retirement Celtics because they had KG and Paul Pierce at the end of their careers on there.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I didn't catch Saturday night's main event. What did I miss?
I to be honest with you, I didn't already told you I got to pay Peacock before the Royal Rumble.
Mm.
I didn't see it either, but from what I can tell, Jacob Fatu had yet another star-making performance.
He made Braun Strowman look good. You have any idea how hard that is?
And people are saying that if you yeah no actually I'm not gonna lie to you, Braun Strowman is a one-trick pony, but
And
when it
that one
works, it
trick is
works.
chaos.
When it works, it works. I'm not gonna take that away from dude. Um,
And I've never heard a bad thing about Braun personally backstage, so can't completely shit on the guy.
no, I mean he does his job well. You got to just think of it this way. Some people, not everybody's going to be a Kobe Bryant. Not everybody's going to be Rock. We need some solid role players.
Ain't not everybody gonna be Kobe. That is a very good analogy.
We were just talking about basketball. Not everybody's going to the Hall of Fame.
Hell, some of them ain't even going in the Hall of Good, but they still
Braun,
served a role.
they did. Braun Strowman stepped up big when who was that? Roman Reigns couldn't do the WrestleMania match against Goldberg.
He he took it, and they
Yeah,
put the belt on him. They trusted him a little bit to hold that belt until Break took it off of him.
yeah. I mean, fired him right after that.
Yeah.
Fired.
Hey, that I don't think anything is going to be as crazy as the 2020 release, the releases that happened during pandemic. Like the waves and the way that they dropped them was nuts.
So, were you doing content back then?
I feel like that's whenever I was first starting doing content. Holy shit, I've been doing this for 4 years now.
Hey,
Damn,
so,
damn.
hey, we getting up there, dog.
But yeah, like nothing I don't think is ever going to top how weird and crazy of a time period all of those releases coming at once was. And
That's
how
a
big
fact.
of names that they were, too.
So I just started content creation. Not just started. We had 2 episodes before, and we were trying to come back. We That's when pandemic jumped off, and then this app called Anchor was a thing. It's now Spotify podcast. More on that later. Um, and so we were able to sort of hop on something like a Zoom call, but they didn't have a video function, and
Yeah,
that's what
there
really
wasn't
messed
shit
us
like
up.
StreamYard and stuff like this just yet.
Yeah, so we were able to start like a pretty decent podcast, and I hated to see people go through all of the just everything with the 2020 releases, but it was good for content. I'm not gonna lie to you. We had
Oh, dude,
stuff to talk about every week.
it definitely, especially at a time where a lot of people got laid off, a lot of people were losing their jobs and were sitting at home, benefiting off of like stimulus checks and stuff like that.
Not only that, it
They
was
needed something to do, and it allowed for podcasting to be there. And well, WWE sure as fuck gave us a lot of content.
be quiet.
It was not just WWE, but the speaking out movement and shit too that dropped at
Right.
the same damn time. Like pro wrestling was very talked about during the pandemic.
No, like we got British wrestling kind of got gutted. Ring of Honor kind of got sent into a
Yeah,
tailspin.
Ring of Honor had their final shows during that time period.
It was something. Shout out to the Second Turnbuckle Wrestling Podcast. That's where I got my start. Uh, we're no longer that's not being recorded right now. Um, but if it does come back, I'll let y'all know. we're doing something a little we're doing something a little different in podcasting now. Again, more on that later. But man, it makes sense. Like a lot of the older hires are making sense because we're going to have to groom the next. You know what I'm saying? With Jacob Fatu, he still has years ahead of him. He got out of the Indies relatively quickly.
He did have that bad ankle injury though that did keep him sidelined for a while. So
Yeah, but like, so I remember Jacob Fatu getting his start. I remember one of his first matches in PC Pacific Coast Wrestling, PCW Ultra. Now it was against Jarrell Nelson. Um, he was just getting started. This is before the, the MLW run that everyone is familiar with now. This is before you ain't King Kong or Godzilla. I'm both.
Dude, that
This is
promo,
back
by
when
the way, fucking.
brought it back again in WWE. Um, they're pushing him huge.
And he knows exactly who he is, character wise, in the ring. Man cut a promo so natural you thought he was going to beat your ass through the screen.
No, honestly, and just to see where he's at now, Braun is helping make him. The world heavyweight title has to be used for something, and a former champion has to be used for something. Beating a former champion has to mean something. So just this that was huge. I'm not
And
sure what else
to make him look the way he did after all bloodied and shit afterwards. That's Braun Strowman.
that's still a very big man.
Yeah, big man and still a fairly big name in WWE. Like
Yeah,
he helped put over Bronson Reed in their Monster versus Monster match as well.
yeah.
So Braun's doing his job. Braun is putting people over. I would you call him jobber to the stars just yet?
No. I think we're establishing. I like what's happening in WWE right now. We're establishing different monsters.
Mm.
The different things that they didn't necessarily work before are working again. Like there was a minute where the agile big man didn't work. It was a
And
minute that
now
we
it's
had Rose. Like we had people who were large, but they weren't large and agile. And if y'all watched the early 2000s WWE, you know who I'm talking about. I'm not gonna bring up their names because the performers have since passed on. Um,
mm.
but they weren't like the Vaders and the Bam Bam Bigelows of back in the day, or the Earthquakes. He was pretty
Dude,
big and agile.
John Tenta was. If you watch his New Japan run, John
Oh yeah,
Tenta, that boy could move with the best of them.
seriously. So we didn't have that for a while, and now we're back. We got Bronson Reed. We're back. We got we were just talking about Jacob Fatu is. I've never seen anything like bro. That's the thing.
No,
We've
that's
never seen anything
athleticism
like
on a
dude.
different level.
And I'm feeling bad for Solo right now. They're saying his push is kind of up in the air because Jacob Fatu is so good. I'm afraid for Jacob. I'm afraid for Tongaloa.
Oh, dude, if you've noticed, Tonga Loa has just been getting left off TV. Like, I can guarantee you, like, he's back there in the meetings with Tamatonga and Solo and Jacob, and he's like, and what do you guys need me to do?
Is he
Um,
injured? Like, what is
I do.
going on with Tongaloa? I'm pulling up a report on Sportster right now.
I don't know if he's hurt or not, but the boy is. Is there a level above phoning it in?
Oh, maybe he was hurt in War Games.
I could see it because War Games is such a big match, but that would mean that him, Jimmy Uso, and Bronson Reed all got hurt in the same
Oh,
damn match.
okay. So yeah, I guess he did tear a bicep
Ow.
in his left arm.
Yeah, you know
That
what? Take some time off,
sucks.
buddy, because that sounds painful.
Yeah, and it had to be surgically repaired.
So yeah, he's happily just sitting at home, getting that recovery time. Torn bicep. That's what 3 month recovery time. He'll be back soon.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't keep. Oh, I see him. I see the picture here. Out indefinitely. Okay, yeah. So he tore his bicep. But that's
Okay.
the thing about wrestling is, and this is why it was so competitive back in like 80s, 90s, early 2000s. You get hurt, you lose your spot because there's no, like, you have to leave, but the game is still there.
They got to keep the story going.
Yeah. So now you have Jacob Fatu and Tamatanga out here incredibly over with the crowd.
Because they both got very, very intriguing characters. You don't understand what
And they
Tamatanga
have,
is saying half the time, but he's got your attention.
yeah, listen, you know he's saying something quite serious. You know what I'm saying?
It's like James Brown. He be saying
You,
stuff and grunting. It don't know what he's saying, but it means something
but
to
you
him.
feel it. But no, but you feel it.
Yeah.
You feel it. He feels it. Huh. I love who does it? Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of is the Eddie Murphy fucking James Brown joke. You don't know what
Something
this
happened.
motherfucker's saying. You don't know what this
But you feel
motherfucker's saying, but he feel it. Everything he says, he means it.
he means that shit.
Zabadoo.
Skip it out of huh. Yeah. Are you okay? Yeah, go back in there, watch TV. Thank you. Woo wee. Go.
In here making James Brown sounds. Your daughter comes in. Are
Huh.
you okay?
No, for real. Oh, you heard that? Y'all
That's
heard that? That's
incredible.
crazy. I thought I muted it.
I'm glad you didn't mute that because that's hilarious. Just in the room by yourself doing James Brown sounds. Little daughter
Are
walks in.
you
Are you
okay?
okay? That's incredible.
Yeah. So I'm a
Uh,
finna. What else are we missing? So we didn't have much.
no,
Um,
do you want to talk about the fact that Charlotte didn't even have to show up, but she's announced herself for the Women's Rumble?
I mean, she doesn't have to announce herself for the women's rumble at this point.
No, but the thing is like it could have been a surprise. Like we all know she was going to show up at the Rumble, but they announced
Yeah,
it before. This has been the one issue with Triple H's Royal Rumbles. They announce everything before the fucking Rumble. It seems.
but like who we have to we know who's all gonna be in the men's rumble. This is one of the biggest men's rumbles we've ever
Like
had.
most
It's
stacked.
yeah in a very long time.
Dude, I hate to say it. People are going to look back at this year's Rumble and go, this was peak wrestling. You've never had so many stars. This is going to be the next generation's 2008 Rumble.
Honestly, like anybody could win it here.
Yeah, because
And
what? You've got Roman Reigns, potentially Randy Orton, Seth Rollins, CM Punk,
John Cena,
Solo, John Cena, potentially Jacob
Fatu,
Fatu. Braun
yeah,
Breaker doesn't have a match. He's probably going to be in that Rumble.
Penta.
Omos is probably going to return in the Rumble.
I would hope so.
I
It'd
really
make a
do
lot of
hope
sense.
so. He's going to have a big pop, too. I feel like the indie crowd is going to go ballistic if he shows up.
Yeah, he's been doing his. He did his thing over in Japan. They took that belt off him though, because they don't freebird over there.
Yeah,
They
that's
said not
kind of
around here.
kind of weird, that they don't, but I'll take it.
They said not
It
around
it
here,
adds a
partner.
little bit it adds a little bit of comedy to that story. Just him going, and I'm going to relinquish my title to my partner, and the Noah officials going, doesn't work that way here.
Not over here. Not around here, partner. Not over
Sorry, I know you don't
here.
go here, but
Everything is earned over here, big dog.
you can't just hand off the title to your homie. That's not how this works.
Not over here.
So I give it to Tatsu. No, that's not how this works.
Are you sure?
Dude, that's so what? I'm assuming Noah's gonna run like a mini tag tournament.
Well, I mean, it makes sense in my mind.
Oh yeah.
Just because he was holding it with the group's leader, and so
It
it just makes sense to me, um, to have the leader hold the main belt, and I think it was held by somebody who just joined the group.
yeah. So
So
there's probably longer term stories there. Just when they sent Omos over there was a deal made where they were like, get him over there.
what can you do with him in 5 weeks?
In 5 weeks. Oh, do I got the plan for you?
what
Let's
can
see what
you what can you do for us in 5 weeks?
I can slap the belt on him. Hunter, that's a fantastic idea. Say less.
Say absolutely less.
Oh, did anything happen on NXT? I didn't watch NXT.
NXT. Ooh, yes. So there was Grayson Waller had an episode of the Waller Effect with
I did see it with
Obafemi
Obafemi.
and um, what's his name? A Town Down,
Yeah,
Austin Theory.
we had an
Because
interesting segment there.
I believe they're still in Atlanta.
Are they?
Killer Mike was there both nights.
Okay.
Yeah. Killer Mike was at both shows. One was at the arena, wherever the Hawks
And
play,
the
I
other one was
guess,
at a smaller venue.
at center stage, like where they would do rehearsals for like a giant studio,
Oh, for like a Broadway show?
not even a Broadway show, like a live show, a concert.
Oh,
And
okay, I
so,
got you.
yeah. And so they have a big enough staging for wrestling shows. I think they might have done NWA there. And
Okay.
so something similar to that. We got to see Lash Legend and Jakara Jackson take on.
Versus
Yeah, that was a thick match. Oh goodness. Last Legend is next.
dude, she she falls into the category of the most improved wrestler of last year, I think.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely. Trick
go
Williams and
go,
Last Legend for me.
go look at her fucking tape from whenever she first started. That those elbow drops and those body slams to what she's doing now. It is night and day difference. It's
And she
insane
has her
how.
taunt down.
Oh yeah, she does, dude.
I love the taunt.
She is very over. She's getting very good in the ring. I just hope that they keep her and Jakara together. I hope that they don't split those two up because they are fantastic together.
Yeah, even if you have Jakara step back for a little while
And focus
Lash
on
Legend,
Lash.
yeah, they need
You
to
can
keep them
still do
together.
that
Yeah,
because I feel like their characters are better together than if you were to ever try and separate them because I don't know if Jakara's character will work without Lash Legend there.
um, if you could definitely put Jakara with somebody.
You can put her with somebody. I just don't
Like,
want her falling into the Cameron role after her and Naomi broke up.
yeah, I definitely understand that, but it's one of those things. Um, hold on, I'm backing my stuff up now.
Oh, you good? You good?
I'm trying to get a little bit of work done. It's one of those things where you don't know what somebody has until you put them out there. I'll give you a perfect example of that. BFAB. BFAB is killing it right now.
And they just wanted her to be a manager. They just wanted her
Right.
to valet.
I feel like there's value in all three, but
Oh
let
yeah.
people wrestle. You got enough. You got Candice LeRae holding the Speed Championship.
You have any idea how disrespectful that is to independent legend Candice LeRae?
Like let these people wrestle for the Speed Championship.
Just go look at what Candice did in War Games. She put her ass out there so that way, maybe somebody would notice. Maybe somebody would take, a shine to the fact that she's busting her ass off on her one chance. Have we seen her since?
Nah, it,
It's
it's
mm,
it's sad.
it's
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 you
very
got it.
sad.
Another thing. Dakota Kai is injured. Dakota Kai took that mean misdirection top rope
Missile
missile
drop kick.
drop kick and took a concussion.
Yeah, she
That's a mean
we say we
move.
say we say it occasionally, but that was one of those car accident spots. Like the way that Dakota, like her neck whipped off of that,
Yeah.
it did not look good.
And that
And you
was
fucking hate it because Dakota just got back.
hey man, I'm trying to tell you that was one of the craziest spots on that card. And it was the women's division that supplied that night.
Mhm.
Um that I would love to see it. Like I love that move. I love to see um them break away from the run all the way to the rope and have somebody
Dude,
go over it and kind of just like cut to the left or something, you
yeah,
know?
dude. Let Zoe Stark and Naomi have a program where they're just working out there. Those women are gonna steal the show every night.
Yeah. I can't wait to
Like,
I'm enjoying the whatever the PFC is doing, Pure Fusion Collection. I call them PFC. I'm not about to say all that.
yeah, that I'm happy for you, or I'm sorry that happened. I ain't reading all that. I'm just gonna call
Yeah,
them
no,
PFC.
no PFC. It works for me.
Mm. And the trio work. Like, I love Sonya Deville. Shayna Baszler is one of my favorite NXT wrestlers of all time, and I really feel Zoe Stark's underrated. I have no idea why she gets shit on so much.
Absolutely. And again, one more time, for people who are watching at home, just in case you need to know who the heels on Netflix are, you look for the black jeans.
Yeah,
You gotta
black
look for the
jeans and
black jeans.
potentially knee pads on the outside.
Diabolical work from Xavier Woods. I don't know.
Hey, he got
I
that Majin. He got that Majin tattoo, so he's going full heel.
Full heel, but jeans on like the knee pads on the outside, the jeans diabolical behavior.
Like these last couple of weeks, I am fully convinced that they're pulling a rib on Xavier and Kofi and stealing their gear because of them turning on Big E. Like that's my kayfabe thought process.
That'd be hilarious if they actually
Their
came out
gear
and
getting
said that.
their gear getting stolen. Ever since we turned on Big E, we haven't been able to find our gear worth a
We just
damn.
gotta wrestle in what we have because they've been stealing our shit.
Kofi goes out there. I can't find my wings, man. They stole my shoes.
Nah, yeah, I think he stopped doing the shoes, because that just looks like something a flashy,
Oh,
somebody who's over would wear.
dude,
It's not around here
it
party.
was ridiculous. It was ridiculous when he was wearing them though, but I feel like he'd still wear them because it's just so ridiculous looking.
Oh, for sure. Hey, if
With
this
the
is
black
West,
jeans and knee pads?
hmm?
With the black jeans and knee pads, winged shoes?
Absolutely. Yeah, that would have looked crazy. Hey, so I'm going through, West Coast. Graps on X. If you're not following, you should be. We're getting some interesting things here coming up uh, in the next couple of months. Clash in Paris is
Philly.
happening in August, end of August, Sunday, August 31st. Somebody asked why we ain't never gonna get a clash in Cleveland. Hey, all I gotta say is Backlash
Look,
Puerto
no,
Rico changed the game.
look, no, what straight up, 100%. Once we started realizing how passionate these international crowds are, I want 8 pay-per-views a year overseas in international areas just because they bring an energy that you don't get
In
from
the
a
States.
Cleveland, from a Colorado, from a fucking Michigan.
From a Los
Like,
Angeles.
yeah, like Clash in Paris might sound more over than fucking WrestleMania in Vegas. I'm not even joking.
Oh, absolutely.
Because the last time they were in Paris, that crowd set a precedent that almost every crowd has tried to meet since.
No, for real. Like everyone sits.
Yeah, since that Paris show, that Paris crowd sang every single word to every single entrance theme as loud as they could. You don't get that anywhere here in the US.
Yeah. And it made matches that, to be honest, feel like throwaway matches, feel like something. Because I've been saying for the longest time, um, these shows feel like house shows. These feel like house shows. These are glorified house shows. But the crowds make it worth it. The only thing that made Backlash Puerto Rico different, in my opinion, was the inclusion of Bad Bunny. But without Bad Bunny, it's just a house show that we get to see for free
Yeah, it would have just felt like a normal ass, you know, special event on
from
Peacock.
Puerto Rico. Yeah.
But the crowd, the energy, and the Bad Bunny match really put it on another level. It really became one of the better pay-per-views of that year. And you just look at all of these other independent, or not independent, international shows. Clash at the Castle, both times they went out to Wales or Cardiff, crowds were nuts. Uh, when they're going to go to Mexico City for Backlash this year, that crowd's going to
Yeah.
be crazy because holy shit, you want to see crazy fans? Lucha Libre fans are fucking mental.
By the way, called that one too.
Yeah, I just
We,
didn't
we were
expect it to be as quick. I didn't expect it to
we
be
were
as quick.
talking about that. We were talking about this time last year. I was floating that question to y'all, like, hey, do you think with the success of Backlash Puerto Rico, I think after that we were looking forward to Backlash in France,
Yeah,
and I'm like, how long is it? How long do we get before we have Backlash Mexico? You know,
and you got it damn near on the or spot on the nose. Backlash Mexico City.
right a year ahead. It makes sense. That I think they had just signed Dragon Lee because Dragon
Yeah,
Lee signed his WWE contract at a what AAA
I
show.
think he signed it at a AAA show. I
He
think
pulled a CM Punk. He pulled a Punkers.
it's and when they go to Mexico City, do you think that they're going to try to make a deal with maybe a AAA or a CMLL and see if they can get some talent on that show?
It's gonna be AAA. CMLL's locked in with
AEW,
AEW.
right?
Yeah, in New Japan,
Yep,
and they
that's right.
take that
That's right.
stuff. They take that stuff very seriously.
And by they,
For a
we're talking
minute there,
about
they
the.
were all trying to sign people.
Oh,
Shelling out.
Okay, on my end, you froze for like 10 seconds.
Dang. So I think there was a handful of promotions that were banding together and trying to sign contracts and like as a whole to kind of compete with what WWE was giving out. And I want to say that AEW and New Japan and either CMLL or AAA
I'm
were
pretty sure
part of
it's
that.
CMLL because they're the ones with the deal with New Japan, right?
Yeah. But this was a couple of years ago, so and
Mm.
I'm not sure it worked out just because, it's a lot. But I know it was probably CMLL because Rocky Romero is, you know, working in high levels in all three companies CMLL, New Japan, and AEW.
He's got to be the greatest side hustler in all of professional wrestling.
Yeah, no, he's
And
Rocky Romero gonna find his way to a bag.
eh, podcasting, got that money. Random ass skit show, got that money.
Yeah.
CMLL, New Japan, and AEW. I got to know Spanish, Japanese, and English. I got that down.
Rapping, I
Occasional,
do that too.
occasional wrestler.
Uh-oh, is that over here?
No, it's me.
Scott, is that you?
Scott, holler if you hear me.
So let's have the talk that the rest of the internet wrestling community has been having for the past couple of weeks. I don't think we've talked about it here on West Coast Wednesday yet. Hold on, just a little. Cut that out. Can you hear that?
No, you good.
Okay, no, because like I muted. Check, 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 check,
You
check,
good? You good?
check, check. Wow, I don't think I be muting when I mute on my thing. I gotta fix that.
Wait, hold up. Let me see this.
You muted. Yeah, you're muted.
Okay, so it
But
might
like,
it might not be a mic issue. Maybe you just got to go on the
check,
screen
check.
and click that mute.
Can you hear me right now?
Yes, I can.
That's crazy.
It was
So,
working earlier. Like the first 10 minutes, it was working.
yeah. So I
Nope,
just
you
gotta
muted.
use the.
Nope, nope, you good.
I gotta use the mute on the screen because if I don't, you can still hear me. I did not know that until today. I'm glad I found that out. No more muting on my audio interface. That's why I was so shocked when I was like, "Daddy, are you okay?" And I was like, "You heard that?" Because I had muted on the interface. Ah,
Well, the more you know. Star going through the sky.
understood. Just got a message. Had to read that real quick.
I understand
Um,
now.
but we're having. I understand it now. Let's have the conversation the internet wrestling community has been having this week. Jeff Hardy thinks he is a John Cena caliber performer.
Now?
Talent. If he had kept his nose clean in his 20s and 30s and ate his vitamins and vegetables, he'd have been where John Cena is at right now. That's what he believes.
100%. I think that's 100% a truth.
I
At
don't.
least in my opinion. If you look at how popular he was throughout the entirety of the 2000s,
Okay.
even with his spurts where he was out, no matter where he popped up, he brought viewership to it and still was very popular, very over. I I feel like if he would have stayed healthy, if he would have stayed sober, if he'd just, you know, a 20-year career completely sober, completely healthy, just injuries through along the way, would be on the John Cena level of popularity, of potentially title wins as well.
Okay, so I have a question. So what are we talking about? when we say
Are
on the same level of
because
John Cena. Because when
you
I see
I say
John Cena,
popularity.
no, but like when you say John Cena, also I just was it 10 a little over 10 years ago today. I just retweeted it. He had a banger of a match with John Cena at the Royal Rumble.
Hmm.
Mm, a beautiful match.
Beautiful.
Oh, we had quite a few amazing Rumble moments. If you're following me here, um, but check this out. When I think of John Cena, let me ask you this: do you think Jeff Hardy would ever be as popular as The Rock?
I would say, hmm, because at the time, The Rock was much more over with
No, I
the
mean, no,
teenage
no,
to
no.
adult
Like,
audience.
I'm not. I'm talking about because when you say John Cena, we're not just talking about the wrestler John Cena. We're talking about the face
Are
of the
we
company.
saying that would we see Jeff Hardy going out and doing like movies and shit down
Yeah,
the road?
movies, press, Make a Wish, every media appearance, every TV appearance. Like this is the
If
John Cena has come the way of The Rock, of Shawn Michaels, of Bret Hart, of John Cena.
If Jeff Hardy never had any of those issues, I still think yes.
I can't. No.
I don't know about the acting part, but in terms of being the
Face of
guy
the
that's doing the
company,
make a wishes, absolutely.
I don't see Jeff as the face of the company. Jumping off of stuff the way he does, I don't see it from someone who's afraid of somebody doing a curb stomp. Not gonna lie to you, curb stomp, dangerous move. You
Mm,
could hurt so you could seriously hurt somebody.
severely hurt somebody. I mean,
Swanton bomb from off your house, you could seriously hurt yourself.
yeah, yourself.
That's like, do you see Darby Allin ever becoming the face of AEW?
I mean, they're trying to push him as like one of the faces of the company
No, like the
consistently.
face, the face,
When
soul
he's not
face. Like,
dead, he
yes,
is the face.
I'm Darby Allin. I just be doing crazy stuff.
I mean, as of recently, it's been much more along the lines of an Orange Cassidy, but
Right. Like
like
I don't see I see Jeff Hardy being doing a whole hell of a lot better. I see multiple world championship reigns for Jeff Hardy, but I don't see Jeff Hardy doing. I don't see Jeff Hardy getting anywhere close to a John Cena. Because I'll even say that now. Do you think that John, without the AEW connection, without mentioning, the four executive vice presidents of being AEW, do you think that Jeff Hardy would have been able to accomplish something similar to Cody Rhodes now?
like
Like
in
WWE
the
run.
terms of leaving and then coming back as
No,
popular. Or,
just having a run this big, like this monumental. Because I'm not gonna lie to
it's
you,
still it's I still think it's a possibility.
it's a possibility. I don't think so. Um, I don't think he's the guy. Even if he lived his life right, I don't think he'd be the guy. Just because it takes a different kind of discipline. You know,
Hmm.
it. Maybe if he would have really worked on it, like really been, I'm straight. If he'd have been the straight edge savior before the straight edge savior was the straight edge savior, then maybe I see him getting to the height of a CM Punk
And even CM Punk was at that god level status for a while.
for a while. Like I
And
see
I mean,
him
depending on
having,
who you ask, he's still there. But
I see him having a run there, maybe a run or two there, but I don't see them putting Like I don't see anybody putting company behind him consistently, just because he's incredibly marketable, but he's not as marketable as a John Cena, not as marketable as a Cody Rhodes, not as marketable as a CM Punk. He might be about as, but in my opinion, I don't see it.
I can understand that.
Just because of the nature of, oh, we don't want kids to get hurt, and he just jumped off a 30-foot scaffolding onto some onto some tables. I see a way more kids hurting themselves doing swanton bombs than curb stomps and tombstones in the backyard.
Hmm.
That's how I
Yeah,
see
I
it.
can.
You got it.
Oh no, I was like, yeah, I can see where you're coming from. I can understand that.
Yeah, no.
Man,
Scott, is
Toledo
that
be
you?
going crazy.
Hey, so Scott Steiner said he gonna pull up on Jesse Ventura and he gonna stomp a mud hole in him for what he said at Saturday Night Main Event.
Oh no.
He said Braun Breaker is a Steiner, and them Steiners ain't bright. Them Steiners think 2 + 2 is 5.
Yeah, to a Steiner, 2 + 2 = 5.
And then Scott Steiner said, hey man, say man, with all this athleticism, it has allowed me and my brother to uh, go to very prestigious universities. And next time I see you, it's going to be 144 and 2/3% chance I'm gonna slap the shit out
Dude, I isn't the other Steiner kid in college
you.
still
Yep,
just about to come
college
out?
football. Yeah, he's trying. He's going to take the same. He can go the same route.
I think we talked about this on Monday, but I don't want to pair them as like a tag team because Braun's already an established.
Eventually, I do. Just to, and I want to do that just so he can catch his cousin up.
Yeah. Like
So,
down the road, like after you build up the other brother, I'd be down for it.
like, what they're eventually going to have to do with Penta and Phoenix when he finally gets there.
Yeah. Because once they debut Phoenix, I don't think that is immediately. I mean, unless they just have him debut helping Penta, who's probably getting his ass beat by someone. That's the only way I
Yeah.
see them putting them two together to start. But
Hey, so real quick, it looks I saw a teaser for HBO Max. It looks like we're gonna get Logan Paul versus Jake Paul.
oh, son of a bitch!
It look like they're gonna run off with the bag.
I'm assuming it's another Netflix fight, right?
Max.
Oh, so they found a way to gimmick another streaming
They're
service.
gonna run off with another bag.
So Triller, Netflix,
Netflix,
and now
Max.
Max.
They're just going around collecting um, the streaming service Infinity Stones at this point.
Yeah, I was about to say they're like, don't worry, all we need is Hulu and Disney Plus, and we will be able to rule the world.
I think that counts. I think they're like, if we can get Hulu, no, because they have a bundle. They have a bundle, so
Okay.
technically, dang, they didn't got the mouse's money. Now they just got to do Amazon,
Oh yeah, I guess Prime Video would be
Amazon
the last
Prime.
one.
Yeah, that's another.
Look,
I'm not. I might watch this one because I'm making a move to get me some HBO Max. I was gonna ask, if since we were here, you know, and move it a little bit later, I was gonna see if maybe we turn this into what you call it, a little watch along. But I decided to try to knock an hour out now instead of working out.
Yeah, get that hour in now because once 4:30 rolls around, I'm going to be on the Greg Cherry Show, so I'll be on another YouTube channel literally in 20 minutes, y'all.
Shout out to Greg Cherry.
Oh, always one of my brothers.
Yeah. Shout out to Jimmy Bebe. Shout out to all our friends around here um, in
It's
podcasting.
about to be Rumble season, so everybody's going to be glued to their screens soon.
I'm gonna watch it this time too. And Jordan Grace is signed with WWE after her stint. She has said herself that she is hosting her mother-in-law's birthday party that weekend, and they're not going to be
Yeah,
there.
because
But
WrestleMania put out a tweet saying that she is going to 100%
100%,
be at the Royal Rumble. And she is like, I am 100% going to be hosting my mom's birthday.
and she wouldn't confirm it. She's probably going to be another surprise if she is. She
Oh,
could be
yeah.
telling the truth. She could be telling the truth.
What's funny is she posted like an itinerary for a flight. And like, yeah, it says Atlanta and everything, but dude, she's going to be at the Rumble. And I think
Mhm.
she's winning the Women's Rumble.
Absolutely.
We
It'll
got
be a
10
hell of
minutes
a.
left. Who is winning the Rumble this weekend, Shug?
I have no idea, but we got to talk about um,
What up, Nine Tails?
what's up. We got to talk about JD McDonough. Shout out
Oh,
to Strictly for the Culture. What's going
thank you
on?
for tuning in, guys.
You see it. You see it. Thank y'all again for this wonderful merch here. This shirt is fire. You can get that at Strictly for the Culture on X. Go see them. Tell them Suge sent you. Matty got his shirt. He said his shirt's in the washer.
Yeah, it's in the closet now. It is clean. I got dig though.
Y'all pardon for another hour. Now that I'm here, oh man, I wish I could. I might have to go. I'm looking at this thing. Let me see
You
here.
can catch me over at the Greg Cherry Show here in about 20 minutes as we do
Yeah, no, I
the Royal Raffle.
I got to do a quick pickup. Unfortunately, it's been a wild day. We might, if I can find some homies to hop on a
Dynamite
AEW
stream.
watch along, I might do it later. Um,
Hey, maybe shoot
yeah,
KB a message.
we're gonna see. I don't know who has it. We'll see how the rest of my day goes. The first part of my day is crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm usually at work right now, so yeah, I had to call out today. So I'm out here vibing.
Yeah, it's been a crazy day for you, Shug. It's been a crazy day for you. Hey,
Yeah,
Ninetale says
so
shoot him the link.
if I do, I'll definitely will. But we got to have you on soon. We might have you on for the Raw watch along next week.
Yeah.
But we got to, speaking of Raw, we got to talk about JD McDonough, the man.
Oh,
Finally,
dude. So much respect for what that dude gives to professional wrestling. This
yeah.
isn't his first fucking rodeo with a bad injury like that.
Didn't he split like his face open on something?
So in ICW, Insane Championship Wrestling out in Ireland, Scotland area, he had a match with Trent Seven where he split the back of his head open on the wooden, like, hardwood floor and wrestled another 10 minutes in which he was taking back suplexes,
Oh
regular
yeah.
suplexes, all that shit's landing on the back of his open wound of a skull. Fast forward about a decade. He's now in the WWE and he does an acai moonsault to the outside of the ring and whips himself into the announce table, breaking a couple ribs and puncturing a fucking lung. And what does he do, Shug?
Keeps going. Light work.
For
No
another 10
reaction.
minutes.
Light work. No Let's get it.
And it wasn't a normal tag team match. It's not like he was going against jobbers. No, this was a tag team match against War Machine. And they were still doing their moves. They were still doing everything that they would normally do. It didn't look like McDonough told either of them, hey, I'm hurt to shit, go a little easy. It looks like he went into that and was like, fuck it. We're going to get this checked out after the match.
Right. And then after the match, it was seen that he passed out. Like right inside the right inside the area, the LED screen. Once he got back, he just passed out.
Oh my good lord. He's going to be out. So, to people that don't know, punctured lung, he's going to be out for a good couple months.
Yeah,
Like hopefully he takes about 6 to 9 months for a full recovery.
you think he's gonna be out that
But
long?
hopefully he takes that amount of time off. Hopefully the Judgment Day is over and done with by the time he's back.
He said a couple months on his own
It's
tweet. He said a couple of
yeah.
months.
He's probably going to be out for about 3 to 4 months.
Yeah. So you think he's
At max.
WrestleMania?
Unfortunately for him, we might see him, but I don't think he's going to do anything physical during Mania.
Yeah.
Like you said, he passed out, and that's probably because the amount of exhaustion and exertion that he had to do just to finish that match with a lung and a half is
Oh, for
insane.
sure.
Yeah, bro's out for a good 6 to 12 months, Ninetales says. Hopefully.
Damn.
Hopefully he takes that amount of time off.
Yeah, he's earned it. He's earned it. And hopefully
Yeah,
we'll finally finish up Judgment Day because it's getting tired.
yeah, wrap it up. Wrap it up, please. Nice little bow. Send it down the fucking river. I don't want to talk about it anymore.
We've
The
had
Judgment Day is
3
gone.
iterations of this group. 3 to 4.
Honestly, it was good after the second one. I would have been fine if they were done after that.
You bring in Dominic Mysterio, then Carlito gets thrown in there for some reason.
What the fuck's Carlito doing there still?
Running interference. But we'll see how Judgment Day ends. So again, who we got? This is our final. As much as I hate Rumble season because it's not enough scrapping for me, I used to love that 5-on-5 Survivor Series feel because that's what I was about. Like run up on me in the parking lot. That Survivor Series 5-on-5 parking lot brawls are the daddy of the NXT parking lot. The father.
The father.
The father. The founding father of the NXT parking lot. I used to love that. Yeah, just run up on the opposite show, all 5 of y'all. Somebody got a pipe, somebody got a steel chair, somebody got a blick, you know. They never showed that part.
we ready to fight. Hey, we gonna need you to chill out.
Undertaker was there, somebody was strapped.
If the BSK is part of that fight, man, that fight ended quick as shit.
Somebody's getting drawn on.
Hey. It's the fucking standoff from Anchorman where everybody walks up and Steve Carell's just got a fucking grenade.
But who's finally winning? Hey, Dom should lead the LWO because that group is trash. That group
I'm just glad
weird.
that they didn't put Penta into it.
Me too. Hey, but real quick, who we got winning the Rumble?
Jordan Grace for the women, Braun Breaker for the men.
Breaker for the men is crazy. I got Cena for the men, Jordan for the women.
Cena'd probably be my other pick, but he's like the consensus favorite pick, so that's why I decided to go outside the box with Braun.
I feel it. Hey, but let us know.
But it's probably gonna be Cena.
It probably is. Let us know on X. I got a dip. I got to figure out what's going on here. You know, I'm in the. For those of y'all who don't know, just to keep it light, I'm in the midst of a minor family emergency, so I got to go tend to that. Hopefully, we can get a little something going later today. But if not, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank all 25 of y'all. We will catch y'all for the Monday night stream on Raw. Y'all have a good
Y'all have
evening,
yourself a wonderful night.
and go watch Maddie on the Greg Sherry Show. Hell yeah, gang gang.
We're
We're
getting
out
ready
here.
to go live in 10 minutes, y'all.
Wow.